The Real McCoys. Starring Walter Brennan. Created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real McCoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he made Kate Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
Ain't you a beaut? Never had nothing as up-to-date as this back in West Virginia, did we?
Sure didn't. Hey, Grandpa, you know Mr. Carter, don't you? He has a big dairy farm over the hill.
How are you, Mr. McCoy? Howdy, men.
Howdy.
Well, I'm not here on dairy business today. You see, I happen to be chief of the town volunteer fire brigade, and I'm happy to announce that we are now open to new members. As you know, this brigade is made up of the finest citizens of our community. It has an honored and illustrious record. And I'm very proud to state that in the past 5 years, we have never failed to extinguish a fire to which we have been called. Never.
Hey, that's great, ain't it? How many fires you put out, Chief?
Including this year?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, but I bet it was a big one.
Well, not too big.
How big was she?
Well, it actually wasn't a fire. Tom Wilson's hired man threw a rag in the incinerator. Put up a whale of a lot of smoke.
You mean that's all the fire you had here in the past 5 years? One dinky little old smudge?
Well, that ain't no reason they shouldn't ought to be prepared. Should have volunteers stand around all the time just in case they do have a fire. Right, Chief?
Absolutely. Now, we have had some big blazes, but folks around here haven't cooperated. They've put them out themselves. And that's why I want to add new men to the force. I want to build up the unit and show them that we've got a going thing here, a useful part of the community.
Yeah, it was just like that down in Smoky Corners when we first formed the brigade. Nobody even knew about us until Fred Pearson, well, he started a fire in the back end of his feed store just to give him a sample.
I have some literature here. I wish you men would look it over and then report down at headquarters, that's my barn, to sign up. Well, thanks, men. And I hope to see you at the next drill. We drill every Thursday night, you know.
Say, you didn't give me one of them papers.
You want one? Okay.
A lot of good stuff in there. Yes, sirree. A lot of good stuff. What's it say, Luke?
Same old malarkey, Grandpa. Serve your community, be on call, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's about all.
Well, what's the matter with you fellas? Ain't we all joining?
Are you kidding, Senor Grandpa?
What's the matter with them, Grandpa?
I don't know, but I aim to find out. Look, Pepina. What do you mean you ain't joining the brigade? Where's your sense of duty?
Sense of duty? To pull a rag out of an incinerator?
Well, you heard what the man said, Grandpa. They never even get called to a fire. What's the sense of going to a drill every week? Well, besides, you can't go to a fire drill on Thursday. That's your lodge meeting night.
You think my lodge meeting is more important than duty?
Well, it's more fun.
Pepina, what's your reason for shirking? You don't belong to no lodge.
Oh, no, Senor Grandpa. But I belong to something better. I belong to my girl Conchita.
Luke, what's your excuse? You ain't busy having fun. You're married.
Well, that's just it, Grandpa. On Thursday night, Pepino visits Conchita, and you're off to your lodge meeting, and, well, it's the one night of the week that me and Kate got to be alone together. Well, I couldn't ask her to give that up. Why, she'd bite my head off.
Pitiful. Just pitiful.
It's more than pitiful, little Luke. It's shameful. I remember back in West Virginia, the greatest honor I had was when the Smoky Corners volunteers made me head bucket. And that's quite a jump from third man on the pump handle. The slackers can stay behind with the women, but here's one McCoy that's going to answer the call.
Attaboy, Grandpa.
And will you wish you had to? It's just so sure as you're a foot high, the next fire they have, you ain't going to be invited.
Grandpa,
Florence said owed some icebox cookies. Why don't you come in the house and have some?
You just go in there and feed him to that jelly-spined husband of yours.
What?
And be sure to start smooching, because he's puckered up and waiting.
What are you talking?
Boy, he really means it. Look at him go.
Lou, what did you do to get Grandpa so upset?
It's not so much what he did, it's more what he didn't do.
Well, Luke, what's this all about? Nobody's making any sense.
Oh, it's just that Grandpa wanted us to join the volunteer fire brigade, and we didn't want to, that's all. It's as simple as that.
Well, the volunteer fire brigade sounds like a right fine thing. Why didn't you want to join?
They hold their drill meetings on Thursday night, Sugar.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
Well, Sugar, babe, you know yourself that Thursday night's the most important night of the week for you.
Why?
Oh, sweetie pie, that's the only night of the week that you get me all to yourself. No, that's the one night of the week when we can sit here in the parlor and kiss without a whole cheering section looking on.
McCoy, I'm disappointed in you.
Like to talk to you.
2, 3, 4. Go ahead. 2, 3.
Stop bouncing up and down. This is official business.
What? Oh, in that case, step over to my desk. Just taking my midday exercise. Nothing like it. Keeps that blood circulating fast.
Well, what's the point in having your blood circulating fast? Ain't go no place. Can't get out of there, you know.
Yeah. I always have my yogurt. After my exercise, feeds the muscles. Stimulates the digestive tract. You have some?
Never touched the stuff. Well, to get the official business, if you got a helmet size 7.5 and a boot size 10, why, you got yourself a smoke eater.
You mean you're volunteering?
Well, yeah, pretty near got to. Man of my experience. Down in Smoky Corners, well, they shouldn't ought to talk about myself, but when I left there, they gave me a potluck supper in my honor and presented me with an award.
An award?
Yeah. Red bucket with my name on it. Got it hanging up in the house right now, alongside of my axe and my helmet. Well, put my name down. That makes the joint official.
Well, Mr. McCoy, I don't know just what to say.
Well, all you say is thank you, and I say you're welcome. That's about all there is to it.
Well, I just can't take it.
Can't take me? Why not?
Rules. Here they are right here.
Well, I can't read.
You can't read?
Well, a man don't have to read to find a fire. The flames always give them away, you know.
Yes, I know, but you see, if you could read this, you'd see that we had an age limit.
Oh, is that what you're worried about? I'm over 21.
Oh, I mean, we have a maximum age limit, and frankly, Mr. McCoy, you're too old.
Too old?
Yeah, the rules say nobody over 60.
Who made up them rules?
I did. As chief of the brigade, I must see that every man is physically fit. Firefighting is a rugged business, McCoy, and we can't take any chance on anybody slowing us down.
Slow you down? Listen, Buster, I may be a couple of years older than you, but I can do everything you can do, including them ups and downs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, go. And I don't need the exercise anyways. I want my blood to run slow.
I'm sorry, Mr. McCoy.
All right. I'll go eat Indian wrestling. Come on. Put some muscle where your mouth is. Come on.
That isn't going to prove a thing. We still have our rules, and we've got to abide by them. The answer is still no.
I remember down Smoky Corners when we got our first fire engine. The day after we got it, we retired Nellie. That was our fire horse. Now I know how she must have felt.
Mr. McCoy, I know just how you feel, but I promise no one will ever know that you were turned down.
Save it, mister. I don't need no pity from you. You made your rules and you live by them. And the next time you go to a fire, I hope your nozzle fizzles.
Well, the places are set, Kate.
Thank you, little Luke. I sure wish them men would get here once in time for supper.
Oh, hi, Grandpa.
About time, Grandpa.
Where's your fire helmet? Didn't they give you one?
No, they didn't, little Luke.
Well, how come? I thought they always give you a helmet when you join the volunteers.
Well, they usually do, but I'll tell you how it happened. It was that... Oh, hello, Luke and Peppina.
Howdy.
Say, about that volunteer fire brigade, there's something I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, well, it's something we want to tell you, too, Grandpa.
See, a big surprise.
Surprise?
Yeah. You ready, Peppino?
Luke, you joy.
Yeah, we thought about what you said, Grandpa, and you was right. There ain't nothing more important than duty.
Besides, who knows when Pepino might have to save a beautiful señorita from a burning building? It may not be a total loss.
And now you can be happy, Grandpa. Just think, the three of us fighting them fires shoulder to shoulder.
Grandpa will be leading everybody, because he's the bravest.
What were you going to tell us, Senor Grandpa?
Oh, nothing important. What do you say we all eat now?
Yeah, before
I'm
everything
hungry
gets
as a
cold.
bear.
Come on.
Look that helmet, Kate. Ain't that a beauty?
Uh-huh.
If there's any of you McCoys up there that's got any spare time between now and drill night, why, I could sure stand a little help getting out of this one.
Hi, Grandpa.
Oh, hi, little Luke.
How come you ain't got your fire helmet yet? What you needed for the fire drill tonight?
Drill? Tonight? Oh, they didn't have one to fit me. You see, some of us McCoys has got odd-shaped heads. McCoy head, they call it. I got one. I'm 7.5 in the front and 8 in the back. Oh, yours is all right. It's even all around. You're one of the lucky ones.
Grandpa, don't put that so fast.
Why not?
Because you don't want to be hurting yourself. You want to stay in shape for the drill tonight.
Drill tonight. Oh, yeah. Say, little Luke, will you give me that can of nails there?
Grandpa, what happened?
Grandpa, what is it?
I was watching the nail so close I hit my thumb.
Come on, the house will put it to soak right away.
Grandpa, what is it?
Grandpa's hit himself.
Is it terrible painful, Grandpa?
It hurt something fierce.
Well, look mean, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you ain't going to stop me from going to that fire drill tonight.
Oh, Grandpa, you can't do them exercises with that finger.
You want to hit, boy? Amos McCoy volunteered, and Amos McCoy's going to that fire drill. I don't care if I bleed buckets. I got my duty to do.
Oh, Luke's right, Grandpa. You can't take a chance on making it worse, and, well, that's that.
Well, maybe you're right at that, Luke, but you're sure going to hate not to go.
Senor Luke, maybe he can go and not use that finger.
You stay out of this. Luke knows more about bash stumps than you do.
All right, I got it.
How are you, men? Will I see you tonight?
Yeah, you'll see me and Peppino, but I'm afraid I got some bad news for you.
Bad news.
Yeah, Grandpa won't be able to come to the drill. He hurt himself.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I wasn't expecting him anyway.
You weren't expecting him. Why not?
Well, he's not in the... Well, you see,
What are you talking about?
look, I promised not to... Well, he's not in the brigade.
He's not.
Well, Grandpa was the first one to volunteer.
First to volunteer, yes, but I had to turn him down. He's past the age limit.
And you told that to Grandpa right to his face?
Had to, Luke. Rules, you know.
What a dumb fire chief. Turning down the best man he could get.
Well, what gets me is, why didn't Grandpa say something about it?
He was so hurt he was ashamed to admit it.
Yeah, well, he knew we'd find out soon as he didn't show up at the fire drill. Wait, his thumb. He done that a purpose.
Yeah, but to do such a thing. Poor Grandpa.
Well, you fellas aren't going to still belong to that old brigade, are you?
Yeah, well, we're kind of stuck, little Luke. You see, we signed up.
Well, I sure want to go. Not after them turning down my own grandpa.
Well, you don't understand, little Luke. Signing up's kind of like giving your word, and, well, you can't back out on your word.
All I know is that Grandpa comes before anybody and anything.
Doggone it, Peppino. I feel lower than a snake's belly.
See? And I am under you.
Just looking at my old helmet, Kate. Luke and Peppino gone already, have they?
I saw them drive off together a little while ago, Grandpa. I made us a fresh pot of coffee, Grandpa.
Yeah, well, it's really nice here, but I ain't in much of a mood for coffee tonight. In fact, I ain't very good company.
Oh.
Luke! Luke! Peppino!
Great balls of fire, what happened?
Oh, we had this accident, Grandpa. Oh, yeah. We was bolting down the highway there, and all of a sudden we had to swerve, and we went right into a ditch.
See, to miss the baby. Baby? The baby goat. Crossing the road.
Yeah, but we wasn't hurt too bad, Grandpa. Yeah, only thing is, we won't be able to go to the drill. Not for quite a spell, maybe.
We might even have to resign permanently.
Oh, yeah.
Now, wait a minute. If you was just in an accident, how come you got bandaged up so quick?
Oh, we was right in front of Doc Nugent.
So you found out.
Found out what?
You two make me sick. When it comes to lying, you ain't got it. I didn't expect it of you, Pepito, but Luke, I'm disappointed in you. Any McCoy ought to think of a better yarn than that while he's sleeping.
Senor Grandpa, you think we're lying?
Lying? Of course you're lying. You hear they wouldn't take me in the brigade, so you start feeling sorry for me. Well, I don't want your pity and nobody else's. But I do want to thank you for the thought behind it. Now get off them bandages and quit acting like a couple of schoolboys.
Look, Peppino, there's men to come to get you.
Are you the new men? Come on. Why? What for? Sam Carter's barn is burning.
Headquarters caught on fire?
Come on, we gotta get there fast.
Well, I don't know if we can.
Well, you joined up, didn't you? You're needed.
You heard him. Go on, do your duty.
Grandpa, you come too.
Aren't you in the brigade?
No, I ain't good enough for these two. I'll go on.
Grandpa, couldn't we go to the fire and help?
Yeah, don't you know they got rules about fires around here? Age limits, too. You're too young, same as I'm too old. They don't want us.
Grandpa, you're the best firefighter in the whole world.
Grandpa, this is an emergency. This is no time for grudges. They'll need every able-bodied man they can get.
They sure will. It was our barn and want everybody to help that could.
Well, I guess there ain't no harm in going over and taking a look-see.
Attaboy, Grandpa.
But if I'm going over, I better be ready in case they need me. Get my bucket and my axe, little Luke.
Oh, boy. What do you need an axe for?
Well, at a fire, honey, there's a lot of smashing to do. I hope.
Spectators interfering. Now stand back. Hurry up, men, and couple that hose.
What's the matter, Grandpa?
The big chief says he don't want no spectators interfering.
All right, men. Remember everything you've learned at the drills. Ready on the hose?
Ready, Chief.
Ready on the faucet?
Ready, Senor Chief.
All right, boys. Let her go. I said let her go.
What do you know? His nozzle did fizzle.
More pressure.
That's all there is.
Oh, no.
Well, Chief, what do we do now? I said the barn is burning down. What do we do now?
I don't know. I just don't know.
We're going to put out that fire. You bumbling knothead, what you do
That's what I said. Well, what are you waiting for, man? You heard what he said. Come on. Hey, look, this is no water. Grandpa, what are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? If we ain't got no water, by George, we'll milk her out.
Did you see Charlie fall over that bucket?
Lemonade, Grandpa?
I don't mind if I do. Horse is a man's throat that's fighting fires.
How about some milk?
Mr. Carter.
Mr. McCoy, I came over here to apologize to you.
It warn't nothing. It's all in a day's work for a real smoke eater.
And that's just what you are, McCoy. And I'd be proud to have you in the brigade.
Me?
Amos McCoy, I hereby proclaim you a full-fledged member in the Valley Volunteers.
Well, now, that fits righty nice.
Grandpa, I thought you were 7.5 in the front and 8 in the back. What happened to your McCoy hand?
Well, I'll tell you, little Luke, I guess I'm so proud to be a member of the brigade. Why, my head must have swelled up even all around.